Alright, welcome back. Last time we ended up conquering the rest of Slovakia. Poland has formed the Commonwealth, although that might not have been last time. I think that was actually the time before that. Spain is being beaten up by France again. Joy. And I'm starting to see the areas that have been colonized. Spain over here, Portugal right here, England up here, more of the random Saharan tribes here. Woo. I think that's English. Some of the English colonies. Yeah. I can also see Greenland, at least a little bit, none of the actual territory. So yeah. Let's keep going. No, I don't care about you. Oh yeah, I also managed to turn Hohenzollern into a free city. So that's a little bit more authority for the Empire. Which is especially helpful since the heretic princes are accounting for 10 every month, so the equivalent of internal peace. So right now I just need to balance the number of free cities and member states with the provinces outside of the control of the Empire, which all are in France's hands. And that is utterly terrifying. Best thing I can do is just keep building up here by heading east. Hopefully I can eventually get to the point where taking on France is no longer a suicidal mission. Just difficult. And it's high time I've done this. So which privilege do I want to remove? Let's get rid of the decorative officer posts. Well, 7, yeah. Since they lower discipline and I'd rather not have to deal with a weakened army. Even if only weakened by a little bit. Besides, it lowers their influence. What do I... Great. Yeah, well... wasn't both. Ouch. At least I had enough stat points stored up to get it back. At the end of the year. Right, let's get... Right, so my general interest involved conquest of Poland. Plus, I think it would be in my interest to, yeah, it's also in my interest to eventually get Pomerellia and all of Prussia. Basically, in order to complete these missions here, which I probably, at this point with this is impossible for me at the moment unless I manage to get a personal union on a surprising quantity of countries. Yeah. So I just have to wait until I get enough reforms through. Right. Then next is the reclaiming Pomerellia mission. So I'm going to need these two provinces plus this one that Prussia owns. Conquest of Poznan, which... done. Subdue the Knights, which is a claim of Western Slovakia, which I've already conquered. Lovely. There's also Conquest of Styria and Subdue the Habsburg. Which, again, both of these will be done by the time I get the second and last reforms through of the HRE. And then there's Subdue Hungary, in which I need to conquer all of Hungary. Okay, not quite. Greater Hungary. So, the Hungarian Plains and the Carpathian Mountains. Those two regions. And there's also King of the West Slavs, in which I need all of Greater Poland and Lesser Poland. So this region, and this region. I'll probably keep expanding this direction though, just for the simple reason of why not. I'll probably end up creating a vassal out of Lithuania. Besides, I can take care of the Ruthenian provinces for me. Ruthenian is just a massive culture anyway. Look at it. It's just large. Alright, continuing on. Okay, yeah, that might be a bit much. This much or no more. Alright then. Alright, let's get on with that. 3 separate texts. Okay, they don't really give enough of anything to make it centers. Right? Yeah. Okay. All direct bonuses that don't require any sort of decisions or whatnot. Yeah. The Baroque period. A new school of art which used detail to produce... Okay. Okay. Let's get on with this. A new school of art which used detail to produce grandeur and exuberance. It helped repopularize ecclesial art in Europe after the Reformation. The Mercator projection. Advances in mathematics and navigation enabled Flemish cartographer Gerardus Mercator to make a map using rhumb lines that represent constant course. Although this distorted the shape of the arrows, it made navigating a ship much easier. First invented in 1569, Mercator maps were adopted over the following decades. Max clothing range plus 25, trade range plus 100. Flintlock muskets. Ooh, the flintlocks are here. Flintlock muskets used a flint and steel to create sparks to light the gunpowder. Since they did not involve an open flame, they were popular among artillerymen who worked around large quantities of gunpowder. Yeah. Not only were they more reliable, flintlock muskets were also faster to load and fire. Soon, the new guns spread to other parts of the army. Land morale plus 0.1, infantry fire plus 0.1, artillery fire plus 0.2, artillery shock plus 0.09. Ooh, economic stimulation. I'll take it. Even if it does mean that my army pressure was reduced, it's only temporary. More or less. So yeah, the best good I can see is the indigo dye I have over here in Railclaw. Alright. There's also a river through here, so an irrigation canal should be... Whew. I have nowhere near enough manpower, even at this point. Yeah, it's actually worth it. Okay, and I can do the rest. Oh, okay. How long will that take? 5 years. Expensive, but it's certainly worth it. This reminds me, I do need to eventually get that road here. Right, so where's your connection going? Pressvarok. Your connection goes to Osmark. Figured. Of course, it's always better to get to the one closer. Because then, well, communication not only is better in that province, but the later provinces as well. The one exception is when it's an important city. I want this city in Slovakia to be important, but by the time it will be, I would already be ready to build the road. Or heck, might even be done building the road. You're dead. Yeah, how do you expect to win that? You have a few provinces spread all across France. Your only neighbor is France. France is allied with the Pope of all things, and probably also Scotland. Yep, also Scotland. What did you expect from this? I should have enough so long as I don't conquer anything. Okay, unified construction plans. Right. Having standardized building permits. Having standardized building permits cost-saving methods to be used across the nation. Isn't it great that permits is both a noun and a verb in English? Anyway, construction cost, minus 20%. Develop build cost, minus 5%. This means that the penalty, or the increase to building costs due to buildings already built, has been reduced by 5%. So instead of being 1% every 20 ducats, that is the amount, correct? Didn't I pause? There we go. Should be fine. Yeah, 1% every 2 ducats. Instead of being 1% every 2 ducats, it's now 5% loss. 95%. So it's 0.95% every 2 ducats. Or 95% for every 200 ducats. Give me a few minutes and I can get the lowest, the smallest fraction I can get. Let's see here. Best I can do is divide by 5. So that turns a 200 into 40. 95 into 19. Yeah, 19 out of 40. Instead of 1/2. Tiny, but it helps a little bit, especially for constructing inside Praha. It's absurd. What used to be 725% is now 691% increase. Alright, this is a good time to stop here. Yeah, so since I started, yeah, France has conquered Catalonia, as well as a decent portion of Old Castile and Old Aragon. Small portion of Old Aragon. I did not see this. Half the Balears, including Mallorca and Menorca. Joy. I have conquered the rest of central Poland and the parts of Kurzhawy that were under the Commonwealth, as well as parts of Western Prussia. Again, the parts that were under the Commonwealth. Eventually, I'm going to have to go up against Prussia. Their allies aren't that difficult. For the moment, I'm just mainly focused on trying to get as much power as possible. For the moment, Commonwealth is the way to go. There doesn't seem to be much different here. Not really. Or here. Maybe. No, it says about... Actually, what's this pink country down here? Who knows? Adal, what are you doing? Subjugated tributary of Ifat. That might have something to do with that. Oh well. I can say French Cuba and English Haiti. And French Colombia. I wonder when global trade's going to spawn. England is still under Scotland. Somehow. And yeah. Not much in particular. There's nothing earth-shatteringly huge. So, I guess I'll see you next time. Until then, bye.